So let's look at the function f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 over x squared minus 6x minus 16. Now, what we're doing today is finding, or we're checking what happens as x approaches negative 2. So, let's plug in values close to negative 2, which are, well, let's first start at what if it's at x is equal to negative 3. Let's plug in four numbers here. That's pretty close to negative 2. As we approach negative 2, so negative 2.5, let's say negative 2.1 maybe, and x equals negative 2.01. Now, I'm gonna do some off-camera calculating because I'm gonna need a calculator for this, and I'll be back. So after doing some quick calculations, I got that if at x equals negative 3, we got f, the function, equal to something approximately around like 2.27. Now at this, it's gonna approximate near 3.43. What about this? It's gonna approximate something around 12.99. F of x is gonna equate somewhere near 120.98. Now, you can see the values blowing up, getting really large. That tells us the function is going toward infinity as we get closer to negative 2. Now, graphing it confirms how it, approaches infinity. Because if we graph it actually, let's say for example, like imagine this line as x is equal to negative 2. If we graph this with these values, it's going to look something like this, all the way toward infinity. Oh, well, there's something about this. Now, from this graph, you can see that there's a vertical asymptote at negative 2 because it goes all the way toward infinity. Now, if we factor the equation, we're going to get something like, let's erase this since we already have that. We're gonna get something like, let's factor it out. So f of x is equal to 2x plus 1, x minus 2, x minus 8, x plus 2. So the final answer is that as x approaches negative 2, the function approaches all the way up towards infinity. So the limit doesn't exist. Well, I mean, you could still write it as, limit as x approaches negative 2, our function is gonna go all the way up towards infinity. Well, technically the limit exists, but it doesn't in a finite sense, so this is gonna be our final answer.